DepEd Bicol has a reputation of producing high-quality CI deliverables, which other regions have visited as a destination for benchmarking.
Continuous improvement is now a culture in DepEd Bicol. CI becomes a routine activity of our office and of our organization.
The following are the related legal bases that highlight the significance of implementing the CI program. The DepEd vision. The Department of Education, as a learner-centered public institution, strives to continuously improve itself to better serve its stakeholders. In line with the DepEd's vision, DepEd Order 9, Series 2021, entitled Institutionalization of Equality Management System in the Department of Education, aims to provide DepEd offices and schools with guidelines and standards to integrate DepEd internal systems and processes, upgrade people capacity, ensure consistency in the delivery quality services, and foster continuous improvement that will result in enhanced and sustained client satisfaction. The DepEd Memo 192, Series 2016, or Schoolhead Development Program Foundation Course, or the SHDPFC, has a target to increase the capacity of school leaders and potential leaders to be ready for all duties in operating schools. The course with the greatest number of hours needed to complete SHDPFC Module 2 is CI. In DepEd Order 25, Series 2020, or the National Adaptation and Implementation of the Philippine Professional Standards for Supervisors, one of the 4 PPSS domain is fostering culture of continuous improvement. DepEd Region 5 has trained CI Masters from 2015 to 2018 to coach CI teams in schools using the constitutional agenda. Training and coaching school CI teams is automatically a responsibility after receiving CI Master training in DepEd Region 5. The CI Masters with school CI teams have a variety of success and resilient stories on how they successfully finished their CI projects. They have completed the CI certification program by using the steps of the CI methodology. CIC signify the start of the CI adventure in the 13 SDOs of the Bicol region, which provide everyone a variety of learning opportunities. The COVID-19 pandemic has posed significant challenges in completing expected CI deliverables and coaching sessions. However, virtual coaching exercises and symposia were held in response to the voices of school CI teams that wanted to finish their projects. For CI Masters, completing CICP is a very difficult journey. It is not the only task of the CI Masters at work. That is why, even before the pandemic, Bringing coaching to CI symposia for graduation is one of the most challenging tasks for CI masters. Furthermore, it is more difficult to coach during pandemic. To resolve this concern in coaching, I undertake this study entitled Flexible Delivery Modalities of Coaching and Mentoring in Continuous Improvement Program. The primary objective of the study is to develop a training and coaching package completing the flexible delivery modality in CI program implementation that will serve as a guide in performing the CI coaching practices in transitioning to the new normal. The study sought to answer the following questions. What is the profile of the CI masters in terms of workstation, sex, age, and plantilla position? What are the coaching practices of CI masters? What are the platforms used in coaching in transitioning to the new normal? What are the contributory and hindering factors in the CI program implementation? And what flexible delivery modality in CI coaching can be designed based on the findings of the study? The researcher views the core concepts of helping interventions, coaching skills, action learning, and the GROW model as essential factors in completing the CICP, which focuses on performance and process upgrades through exceptional coaching experiences in flexible delivery modality. The maximum support mechanism theory is the process cycle that surrounds the important themes in this study, starting with ensuring that all coaches are proficient in using suitable coaching skills and helping interventions in action learning using the principles of GROW model. This SMM theory can also be viewed as a CI coaching process cycle, as it incorporates all of the key elements of the study's core ideas in the current situation. The MSM theory guarantees CI masters' unwavering dedication to aiding school CI teams in completing the CICP in a flexible way. The researcher employed the system approach, which depicts the three critical elements: input, process, and output, as presented in this conceptual paradigm. It includes the DepEd Region 5 CI Master's profile, workstation, age, sex, and plantilla position. The target participants are polled to determine the practices employed in CI coaching, the platforms used in coaching in the transition to the new normal, and the contributory and hindering factors in the CI program implementation. It consists of data analysis and interpretation by doing the following processes: gathering data on CI coaching practices, platforms used in coaching, and factors affecting CI program implementation, analysis of information gathered from the online survey, generating findings, and development of the training and coaching learning package for flexible delivery modality. And based on findings, this study would provide a developed CICP training and coaching learning package. The feedback loop served as a mechanism for the study's ongoing development, allowing it to make better use of recent educational approaches as well as mechanism for a higher level of commitment to continuously improving service delivery to clients. In this study, the descriptive evaluative survey method was used, using a validated questionnaire serving as the primary data collection instrument. This is a quantitative description technique that seeks to answer questions about real life situations. I considered the information on the practices and platforms used in CI coaching and the transitioning to the new normal and the factors affecting the implementation of CI program in all SDOs in DepEd Region 5. An online survey was carried out to gather enough data about it. Then evaluation analysis was used to determine the status of CI program implementation amid pandemic. All the CI masters from the 13 divisions from all batches were the respondents of the questionnaires. This is to help determine if 100% of the divisions are engaged in flexible delivery modalities while performing CI coaching practices. In gathering data, an interview with a predetermined CI masters was conducted to gather the stated needs of the personnel. A focus group discussion, which provide variable inputs, supplemented the data gathered through one-on-one interviews. The information gathered from the one-on-one interview and FGD was verified and quantified through surveys. With the support and permission granted to me by the Office of the Regional Director through the Field Technical Assistance Division, all the CI masters from the 13 divisions of Region 5 were advised to participate in the online tools. The data were analyzed and interpreted with the application of frequency count, percentage technique, weighted mean, and 5-point rating scale. These are the findings of this research with corresponding recommendation. Number 1. Majority of the composition of CI masters in the region are division-based. Female, between the age range of 46 to 55 years old, and most of them are supervisors. Another finding is the coaching practices of the CI masters are building rapport with school head, resource persons, and coaches, getting facts, establishing objective for every meeting with school CI team, and the understanding the current situation and agreeing on support. It is recommended that there must be a need for the regional and division focal persons of the CI program to craft a risk mitigation plan to guide and lead implementers to automatically adopt the calibrated CI practices based on current situation. Face-to-face blended with online platforms, preferably email and teleconferencing, are considered by the CI masters beneficial in carrying out coaching responsibilities in the event of a pandemic. It is recommended that CI masters and school CI team members must determine the most essential platforms that can be useful in the effective delivery of CI program activities. The factors that are regarded as contributory to the completion of the required deliverables and successful implementation of the CI program in DepEd Region 5 are the presence of policy guidelines, regional issuances on CICP implementation, continuous capability development training to CI masters, the commitment of the CI masters to the CI methodology, aligning CI methodology with organizational structure, and aligning CI methodology with organization's culture. The factors that hinder the implementation of the CI program are retirement or transferring of CI members, difficulty in meeting deadlines, difficulty in achieving target deliverables based on timelines, prioritization of the delegated tasks of equal importance but of greater urgency, conflicting schedules of activities, unfavorable health situations, strict compliance to national and local DOH, AATF guidelines, and restrictions on gatherings. It is recommended that focal persons of the CI program in the regional or division office must consider the inclusion of the priority improvement areas mentioned in this study to the adjustment plan or technical assistance plan. Lastly, the suggested CICP training and coaching package has offered flexible coaching and mentoring delivery modalities that strengthen the implementer's effectiveness and efficiency. CA Masters must propose a training coaching design appropriate to flexible learning options. I presented my study to the region through its focal person as soon as it is completed. I am pleased to inform you that the CICP implementations, adjustment, and enhancement plans are based on the study I have just discussed with them. The research finding number 2 was utilized to come up with the learning management system in archiving CI materials and issuances. We are now using Google Classroom, Google Meet, Google Mail, Google Drive, and others. The research finding number 5 was also considered. The CICP-TCP, or my research output for flexible delivery modalities, was presented to RO through the FTAD and HRDD. It was reviewed and accepted by the Chief ESS of the FTAD and HRDD as contextualized material. DepEd Region 5 is committed to giving people the chance to connect their accomplishments with the department's vision and objectives. It encourages all of its employees to be devoted, involved, and driven. I considered it a privilege to be given the chance to conduct research and, in addition, to use the findings of my research to enhance regional program CI initiatives. Thank you, Regional Director Gilbert T. Sadsad, Assistant Regional Director Ronelo R. P. Firmo, FTAD Chief ES Evangeline A. Sacolo, and to all CI Masters and Advocates in DepEd Bicol.